In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent, may mercy, peace, and blessings of Almighty Allah be upon all of you. Welcome you all in this our lecture series program, and this is our lecture 10th. When we come across the study of linguistics, there we find a number of confusing pair of words or dichotomies. Today, sign and symbol is the topic under our discussion. So, this topic is from an introduction to linguistics semester 1. This is very important for the students of MA English and BS English, and equally crucial for the aspirants of English lecturership. So, let's study our today's topic. Here, sign versus symbol. Both signs and symbols are graphical presentations, but people often use them interchangeably. So, this is the graphical presentation, how graphs are made. So, sign and symbols are likewise. The main difference between the two is that a sign is a language on its own and it is used to communicate something to people. It is broader term and symbol comes under it. How we are going to define later. And here we are going to talk about sign versus symbol. The language is made up of signs, means language is composed of signs. Many signs often have a universal meaning that is shared by people from various backgrounds. In fact, as Saussure says, sign is the central fact of language. A symbol is something that is accepted by a certain group of people or general population. It can be interpreted differently by people from different backgrounds. It is likewise here. So, this is a sign. It has a universal meaning that is child. The sign is for a child, but it has various symbols. Symbolizes to innocence, love, affection, or it may be ignorance, illiteracy. So there could have been various symbols of this sign. So there could have been an explanation of signs and symbols. Again, when we are talking about sign versus symbol, a sign is physical marker which carries some information. The information it gives is direct, brief, and precise. This is opposed to symbol, which means more than mere indication. Now, you see, sign is the physical marker, and symbol is opposed to that. And it is, or it means, a symbol conveys a message of deeper meaning and is open to interpretation. Right? It contains more information and it stands in place of something as means of pointing towards it directly. It could have been explained in the following example. Like, this is the picture. For example, the gesture of waving one's hand is a sign. This is actually one sign, but it has various symbolic meanings. So, this could have been another explanation of sign and symbol. Again, sign versus symbol. Similarly, a way of dressing or eating is a sign which signals some social practice or belief. This concept, when applied to all our behavior and to our society and culture, show us that our entire culture is made up of signs which are of a spatial significance or meaning in our culture. Saussure's notion of sign in this sense has led to the growth of a whole area of study of the operation of signs in culture and society called semiotic. Likewise, you see, this is the sign of Punjabi culture, a Sindhi culture. Now, there are various signs likewise in different societies and differently are having different meanings in the cultures. Again, we are going to learn sign versus symbol. The linguistic sign consists of two parts. The signifier and the signified are the word which signifies and the object that is signified, such as the following picture. Now you see The following picture of an apple, that is a sign, and it has two parts, signifier and signified. Now signifier is actually the physical existence or sound or word of image of that apple. Now you see this is signified, a mental concept. Now there could have been various mental concepts like when we are looking at apple, that could have been fruit, that could have been the symbol of freshness. An apple could have been the symbol of health. So you see there are various mental concepts or symbols of that sign or signifier. So again, a symbol is kind of sign that signifies several concepts on the basis of the primary relationship between signifier and signified. That is, the word tree signifies the concept of tree. This is primary relationship. It may also signify life, growth, hope, etc. And when it does, it becomes not only a sign but also a symbol. So a symbol is built of various associative relationships between the signifiers and the signified. That is why we say that language is system of symbolic sign. So here is another explanation of sign and symbol with the help of this picture of tree. How and where are the signifiers and signified, and how these images are made. And you see, sign is made up of signifier and signified taken together. This is the meaning of sign. And symbol is based on concepts and associative relationship between signifier and signified. So these are some of the mental concepts, or we could say symbols, through this picture. Now again, I have made another explanation with the help of Islamic concept of sign and symbol. Islam also renders a concept of sign and symbol. For example, in the creation of heavens and the earth, and the alternation of night and day, there are signs for people of intelligence. Those who remember God is standing, sitting, and lying on their sides and reflect on the creation of the heavens and the earth. Al Quran 3:19. Now you see, this is actually a Quranic verse. Now you see, Almighty Allah, He says that I have rendered various signs in this world, that is the creation of heavens and the earth and alternation of night and day. Now these are the signals for the, are signs for the intelligent people. Now what is the symbol? Symbol is that there is the creator of these all signs, these all objects, like this heaven or earth or the alternation of night and day. Now there is the creator. That creator, the concept of that mental concept of that creator is actually the symbol. Thanks for attention, and thank you very much. This would have been a very helping for all of you. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.